What is going on, y'all? Welcome to a brand new episode of Railworks, and today we are going to be back on the Donner Pass route, and we are doing a scenario with the Amtrak F40 called Rescue the Zephyr. And basically, the California Zephyr has broken down and a blizzard is coming. You must rescue the train and bring it to Truckee. Let's go ahead and hop in the scenario. Let's go ahead and rescue the Zephyr and run some trains today. Alright, set your lights and pull us out of the siding, reverse out on the main. You're going to hit two areas of protected track. At any red signals, contact dispatcher. When you're ready, let's go rescue those people. So it looks like they just have a random set of F40s here at Truckee. So headlights are on, got AMTK 201 and 217. Let's go ahead and turn on the cab light here as well, give us some light in here, there we go. Strobes we want to be a yellow, so let's go ahead and pull forward onto the main line here. There we go. Alright. Got a diversion clear. They want us to go to Truckee Track 2, which is going to be behind us, I believe. They did say to pull out on the main line, so I'm assuming we go onto the main line here. Okay, so our track or our miles are going down, so that is good. We're going to be passing the platform here at Truckee. I believe there is a grade crossing, so we're going to go ahead and practice crossing real quick. Don't worry, guys. We're going to come get your train here. That's what we're doing. We're rescuing that train, boys. Alright, guys. So here we are back right here on the main line. Going to be stopping here at Truckee Track 2. Probably going to be stopping for a signal, I believe, or, something. I'm not too sure exactly what's going on. But happy Friday to everybody out there. Hopefully you guys had a great week. A great start to your weekend. I'm actually very excited. I'm back to my normal schedule of 4 on, 3 off. So I'm super excited about that. I do have... I believe it's going to be Thursday through Saturday off, so 3 days in a row, and then 4 days in a row working. So I'm very, 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 very excited about that. So definitely going to be having a lot more time to do some content and stuff. And of course, these next week or two, since I barely actually have been home last couple weeks, I'm going to be spending some time cleaning up the house and just doing stuff around the house as well as making content. So we do want to stop here. So we could use our actual independent break here. So Truckee Track 2 we want to stop. Looks like we will be stopping here a little bit too early, so we want to make sure we release that brake a little bit. Not too sure exactly what we're actually going to be doing here, but I believe they want us to go clear of this signal here, and then we're going to have to reverse onto the crossover, which I don't think really makes any sense, but that is what they want us to do, so that is what we're going to do. I'm not going to pull ahead past the signal because I'm not too sure exactly what they want us to do, so we're just going to kind of chill right here and wait for further instructions. Watch your signals. You will get a flashing yellow, then a solid yellow, then a red. You have to stop at the red signal, contact dispatch, blah, 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 blah. So I'm assuming that just keeps going down the line, because we're right here. Truckee Station is right here, and then the Amtrak is going to be down. Okay, so I understand what we have to do now. We actually had to switch cabs here. For some unknown reason, we ended up having to go this way. So I'm not too sure exactly what's going on, but we are on some wheel slip right now. Let me actually head back into this cab here, turn off those wipers, and we're all good there. So yeah, for some reason they want us to go ahead all the way out there, and now we ended up having to switch cabs to go this way. So we're going to be passing the Truckee station once again, passing that grade crossing. Not sure why we had to do that, but we did have to do it. So yeah, let's go ahead and put on some dynamics here since we are going to be going downhill. We got sand going and everything, so that's good at least. Want to put on our strobe lights to white here, which looks like that's where they're at, which is good. But a big shout out to Mr. Anthony Taylor, who wanted me to do some more stuff with Amtrak F40s. And I did have this scenario actually planned for a while now, and I never really got around to doing it. But here we are, going to be rescuing the Zephyr here on Donner Pass. But we do have a whistle post coming up after this platform here. These passengers are probably like, what on earth is going on? Which, I mean, I would be too, though. I would be too if I seen a set of engines going one way and then they return back to going this way empty-handed again. But who knows? Who knows? There we go. Alright, so we are going the correct way right now. But yes, he did want me to do a couple things with Amtrak F40s. So today we're going to be using the Phase 3, and then there was also a request that he wanted me to do the CSX Q404 train that had the old Amtrak F40s that they sold to LTEX, I believe. So we're going to be doing a scenario with that coming up soon. So definitely stay tuned for that. And I do have a lot of requests going on as well. I just wanted you guys to know that I do have a lot of requests. So I do get to your requests. It won't be, you know, a lot of people say, can you do this for your next episode? Can you do that for your next episode? Most definitely will not be the next episode, but I will get to your requests. I have said this before, but I have about 3 pages of a notepad full of nothing but random requests for different games and stuff. So it's not like I don't want to do them or I'm not doing them. It's just I have so much and I'm trying to do them in order, and putting them in the, you know, correct order is just super difficult. So if you did make a request, don't worry, I will get to it. It might take some time, but I will definitely get to it. So it looks like we got a Southern Pacific empty bare table train here. Loving the snow effects that they put on those locomotives, man. That is super nice. It's one of the only locomotives that actually have those in game. But oh, there we go, approved. So we're good there. So we did get approved. We were supposed to stop at that signal, but I wasn't paying attention like always. So we're all good. Probably should start paying attention now. So there we are. We passed that first one, which was a stop signal. It was supposed to be, I guess, an approach, but it became a stop signal. So one thing I did want to talk about in this video is before I even get to that, hopefully you guys are enjoying the video. If you guys are, do make sure you hit the like button and that subscribe button, as well as join the Discord server and follow me on Twitter. Everything you need to know is down in the description down below. And if you guys did not know, this is actually one of the default scenarios for Donner Pass. So there's no workshop mods needed or anything like that, and I will get to that here right now. And that is because if you guys remember my previous video, I said I was going to actually reinstall Railworks and just delete everything, uninstall it, delete everything, and then reinstall it. Well, I ended up doing that, and I do gotta say though, it has improved my game so much. I have noticed a lot shorter loading times on these scenarios than when previous versions hit. So if you guys are having issues with your Railworks game, definitely go ahead, uninstall it, head to your Steam Railworks folder, and delete everything that it left behind, because once you uninstall it, a lot of the folders and stuff it just leaves behind. So when you hit reinstall, it'll just update, or it'll just kind of add everything that needs to be added into those folders, so you'll still have everything that you had before. So I did a fresh, clean install, and I do gotta say it has worked wonders for my game. So as of right now, I don't have any mods in or anything like that. None of the workshop stuff that I have subscribed to is in the game as of yet. So right now I basically have a bone stock Railworks game. So of course that's going to change here throughout the course of the next upcoming weeks. So we're probably going to do some default scenarios and stuff like that from older DLCs and everything here's for the next like couple episodes or so. But I will be throwing mods back in here soon. We do got a signal coming up. This one I believe is going to be another stop signal. Which no, this one is actually a advance approach. Which I believe it's going to be an advance approach. Every railroad has their signals differently. So I know with CN flashing yellow over red is an advance approach. I'm not too sure exactly what it would be with Southern Pacific. So yeah, but yeah, reinstalling a fresh install of Railworks has worked complete wonders into the game, and I'm really like trying to figure out why I didn't do it sooner. So I'm slowly going to be installing stuff in, and then of course once I once I show off the mod or whatever, if I don't plan on using it in another episode, I'm going to be taking it out just to kind of save space in the Railworks and all that. So yeah, definitely going to be definitely excited about that. So finally have a nice working game once again, so that is very, very, very exciting. So we got the dynamics, going to be turning those dynamics back on here soon. So about 4 miles till we get to the stricken train, whatever that means. I believe we have one more signal before that. We do, which is right there, and then the Zephyr is going to be right here. Let's go ahead and put the dynamics back on here, so that we don't, end up having a runaway train with just 2 helper locomotives. I will say this though, the dynamics are working wonders exactly in notch 1. But then granted, we are running light with 2 locomotives, so it does make a lot of sense. So yeah. But I will say this though, I don't know if you guys have seen, but the Amtrak has released their new Phase 1 Heritage Unit. AMTK 161 was unveiled, I believe it was like last week. So if you guys are wondering, yes, there is a brand new Phase 1 unit like there was a Phase 2. So we went from 66 to 130 because 66 was wrecked in a grade crossing incident. Then it got repaired, and then it hit another truck like a few weeks after that. So it became wrecked, and then we had the 130. Well, I'm not exactly too sure what happened to 156, but I guess it was wrecked. And it's wrecked beyond repair, so they ended up making 161, the new Phase 1 Heritage Unit, and it does look pretty spiffy. It adds with the other 2 that are out already. And then I've seen some leaks about 2 other ones that were at Beach Grove right now. Not exactly sure on the numbers, but we do have the Phase 6, or the Phase 7, I guess I should say. And then the Pepsi can one, which I'm very excited to see. Another thing, though, I actually did see this in a, what's it called? This was in an Instagram post, and it was actually a photoshopped version of a Amtrak F40 in the Pepsi can scheme. And I'll actually, like, kind of post a picture in the video. But just imagine this in a Pepsi can scheme. And I will say it should have been their actual default scheme because it looks phenomenal. It looks so much better in this paint scheme than it does in the original Phase 3 scheme. So I'm very, very, very wish that was the original scheme. So yeah, looks like we're passing a Southern Pacific train here. It looks like just an auto parts train. Oh no, maybe auto parts and bear tables, empty bear tables. I've seen a lot of empty bear tables today on this line, but we are slowing down drastically, so we want to make sure we're not doing that completely. Get to the Zephyr so we don't make any more delays for the passengers that are on the train. You know, I'm not exactly too sure what's wrong with the train. All I know is that it's stuck, and we had a rescue set of F-40s here at Truckee. Probably like a protect unit, and we're going to go help out our fellow crew here and passengers and get them safe down the Truckee and all that fun stuff. But Via Rail, which is up in Canada, also is debuting their new Siemens locomotives, as well as Amtrak will be here in the next upcoming weeks. Supposedly, the new Siemens rail cars in the Midwest were sidelined because of some water line issues. I'm not too sure exactly what the deal is with it, but they are not going to be in service for quite some time now because of that. And if you guys haven't noticed, private cars which were taken off Amtrak a couple years ago are now back on Amtrak. So there is a lot of private cars that are going to be touring along America's rail lines and all that fun stuff in the next upcoming weeks. So definitely stay tuned for all of that. If you guys are out rail fanning, you know, make sure you stay safe and all that. Stay off of railroad property. Don't trespass. And just be safe about it. Don't be stupid about it. I know quite a few people that I used to be friends with that were rail fans are, you know, I'm not going to go into real detail, but they just made some stupid decisions and we're no longer friends anymore. So yeah. But yeah, that is something pretty cool. So we got about 0.69 left to go. I'm going to go ahead and start slowing us down here for this signal here. I know this is going to be that stop signal that they were all talking about. Alright, let's go ahead and just put the independent brake on full. We do got a dynamic that is set to off right now. So I guarantee you we'll just need the independent brake to slow the train down for this one. Gonna mix in a little bit of air brake here just in case. But I think we're going to be doing okay with the independent, so we'll just go ahead and release the air. Release our independent right now because we are going to be stopping just shy of the signal here. So let me just go double check to make sure it's a stop signal. One thing I just noticed is that the view to look outside the window is gone. So that is no longer a view anymore, it seems like. I don't know when they got rid of that. Unless it's just for this locomotive. Do got a stop signal over here. We do got a stop for it, so we want to make sure of that. There we go. Let's go ahead and request tab at danger. If it's going to even let us, because I don't think it's going to let us here. So it looks like it might just be a restricting, so we should be okay to go. So it's just going to be a restricting proceed. Restricting proceed. So we got our train coming up in about a mile here. So we ended up calling for the signal, but it ain't working, so I don't want to run it. Yep. We're doing okay, I guess. So the train is going to be coming up here in about less than a mile now. Want to make sure we don't actually slam into it. That would be completely horrible. So I want to make sure we're going about 25-ish, 20 to 25 miles an hour. Alright, and then I believe we have to take this thing back down to, yeah, we have to take this thing down to Truckee. So I wonder if this is what they actually did out here in Donner Pass, was just have like a set of Amtrak locomotives just chilling, waiting just in case, you know, something broke down and they can just go rescue it instead of having to use a Southern Pacific locomotive. Or, you know, if they did use a Southern Pacific locomotive, take it off at Truckee and then add the 2 Amtrak locomotives onto it at Truckee. But I don't know if this is an actual procedure or not. Don't quote me on it. So yeah, it looks like we're going to be here in about half a mile or so. So we're going about 22, which is okay for stopping distance and all that. I mean, we are 2 light locomotives, so I'm not too worried about... Oh, that chair's going away, dude. That's weird. Okay, this is, yeah, this is odd. Alright. One thing, though, I'm kind of, mad at myself for is that for Searchlight Simulations GEVO, I ended up deleting the email of the license file, and I did not make a save of it. So I'm like kicking myself right now because I'm going to have to contact them and see if I have to purchase a new copy of the locomotive, or if I can just use the save, or if they can just, you know, resend me my license file in an email. So I'm going to try to figure that out as well. But we do have our train right here in front of us, the disabled California Zephyr, that we are here going to rescue. We're going to start slowing her down here, just because we don't want to slam into it. Bet you these passengers are going to be relieved to hear that little jolt of us coupling. Going about 8.2 miles an hour right now. Not too fast, not too slow. Not exactly sure if this is even a the correct timetable for the California Zephyr. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. I haven't really looked into like older Amtrak timetables either myself. So we do want to couple onto this bad boy here, you know, and start applying the independent brake. Do it very slowly, you know. We're not going to try to put too much power in it. So we're going to basically turn this headlight off and then turn the markers off on that one. I'm still got to call a few distance away from it, so we're not too bad. Alright, coming up on it right now. I'm going to start applying more independent power. Alright, we do want to make sure we end up doing a safety stop before, so let's go ahead and release that brake right now. Typically there would be like a conductor or someone on the ground helping me out, but today it's just me because, you know, that's just rail works for you. So we're going to stop right here, do our little safety stop. And I'm actually going to shut the headlight off. Just going to do this very slowly. Very slowly. Here we go. Good hood. Great. We have the Zephyr. Now it's time to get it back up to Truckee before the blizzard gets here. Alright, so let's go and shut off that thing. We don't want to get in these locomotives. Let's go ahead back in our actual lead locomotive. Headlight on. Brakes are going to be applied. Go ahead and release those bad boys. Let's go ahead and get the Zephyr back up to speed here. Alright, so brake status lights are still showing zeros. We got 2 sightseer lounges. That is an interesting consist. Very interesting consist for the Zephyr. I never knew they had 2 sightseer lounges, but we did end up rescuing the Zephyr. Now let's hopefully make it back to Truckee before the storm hits. Which, you know, it's kind of snowing right now, but it's also, you know, not too bad. So yeah. About 7 miles left to go on this journey here. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. If you guys did, do make sure you hit the like button like I said, as well as that subscribe button. Make sure you guys also follow me on Twitter, join the Discord server, add me on Snapchat, do whatever you want to do. Everything you need to know is down in the description down below. I will say this, I'm not going to be posting a link to Donner Pass or anything like that because, you know, pretty much everybody already has Donner Pass for Railworks. It's pretty much one of the first routes to ever come out for this game, and it does feature Southern Pacific content. There's a lot of other Southern Pacific DLC content that you can purchase as well that is separate from the route. I believe with the route you get a Dash 9, a GP9 or GP7, an SD40-2, and an SD40 tunnel motor, which I have some UP repaints for that I'm going to be showcasing here soon. Looks like we got a clear indication heading back down into Truckee here, so here we go. Very cool indeed. But yeah, guys, I'm very excited to be back on YouTube, and very excited to have my 4 working days, 3 off days again. So I'm very excited for that. Glad that we fixed our little short staff problem and all that fun stuff. And of course, Amazon Prime Day is coming up June 21st to the 22nd. So definitely going to be looking for some deals on that. And supposedly my boss is giving out bonuses, and so is Amazon. So I'm going to be rolling in that money that week. So I'm very excited about that. We're going to be at notch 2 here, heading down the hill. Got a 1.1% grade that we're on right now. Looks like we're actually just going uphill. So we're going to definitely watch our speed here and make sure we're watching our dynamics as well. Use them as needed. So it looks like we were going okay with notch 2, which is fine. Notch 2 isn't the worst one to be in. At least we're not in notch 8, I'll say that. Want to make sure we're watching our dynamics here, watching our speed. We're going to go back to notch 1 here. Also want to make sure that we don't outrun the platform. That would be super bad, and I will say that would be super bad. So I think when we get the Truckee, I'm just going to line up the coach cars, the rear coach cars, onto the platform. It is a short platform, so we'll go ahead and head back into notch 2 here. So yeah, I know I said last week daily uploads are back, but daily uploads will be back this week, starting today actually. So I know I said that last week, but some stuff did come up, so they are going to be starting today. I'm very excited to get into it. I got some new videos, got some new games coming out, some demos, some prologues, and some of the content you guys already see on the channel and love. So definitely stay tuned. Daily uploads starting today, back again. Very exciting stuff. Got about 5 miles left till we get into Truckee here. Very cool indeed. I feel like we're gonna, I feel like we are going to beat the blizzard in. I'm not too sure though. I feel like we will. So we got a clear at this signal, so we're all good there as well. Very cool. Alright guys, so we got about just a little under a mile and a half till we reach our station stop here at Truckee. I believe the speed limit's about to go down to a 30 here before we actually hit the platform. But we do got a clear coming into the station, so lucky there. Got my thing all lined up. We got 4 engines, 2 baggage cars. So we're going to be lined up here at Truckee, possibly perfectly. That's what I'm actually about to do right now, is line up my camera so that we can actually see our first coach car. And that is where I want to line it up at, even though it's probably not going to save like it should. But yeah, so there it is right there, that 30. There's that empty bare table train that I guess is tied down for tonight. So we do got that 30 coming up, so I'm just going to let my train coast down to 30. We'll apply the air brakes if we need to. We might not need to, so we'll just kind of let it coast down to 30 here. Believe the second train is that empty, or that auto rack train that we ended up passing on the way to rescue this Zephyr. So we do got a clear coming into Truckee here, which is good. So yeah, we'll definitely just let this one coast down to a 30. Don't have to worry about nothing speeding or nothing like that. So yeah, I also seen that rail driver support is now added for Train Sim World 2. So definitely gonna have to dust off the old rail driver and check that out. Got a crossing coming up right here where we're about to protect here real quick. I told you we won't have to use the brakes. We'll just kind of coast it down to 30. I told y'all. Alright, start applying light brake here. Nothing too fancy. We got 4 engines. I think we got about 5 cars minus the baggage cars till we hit, or 4 cars minus the baggage cars till we hit the first coach cars. So definitely got a long way to go for the platform here. So basically the first coach is about to hit the platform here. Alright, so we got the first coach, and here we got the second coach. Just about on the platform. We'll go ahead and pull up a few more feet here. And there we go. Train's going backwards on me here, which is what we don't want. Let's go see where we're at here. Let's open the door. So the second coach car didn't open, but I think the dining car did. Yeah, the dining car did and the sleeping car did. So we're all good there. 1 coach, 1 sleeping car. I think we're going to be tying this train down for the night right here, I believe. Go put that in neutral. Strobes down to auto. Set the independent brake. Set the train brake. Passengers are safe. Let's go inside before the snow covers us. Great job. So the train ends here at Truckee. That's it? Huh, so the train must end at Truckee. I did not know that. Okay, well, that's going to go and do it for this one, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your week, great start of your weekend. And I'll catch you guys here on the next video. Peace.